Finally, for Model 2, we are going to look at your non-negotiables when it comes to breaking free from an addiction. What I mean by non-negotiables means that there are certain things you cannot compromise if you want to achieve success in them. You can mess with them. Therefore, the question is, what are the things that are indispensably critical to your breaking free from an addiction? Listen, to accomplish any purpose in life, there are three things that must be clearly defined. Number one, you must clearly define what your objective is, what your goal is, what your target is. You have to define it, write the vision, make it plain, so plain that anybody that picks it up and reads it can run with it. Write your objective clearly. Take, as I'm talking to you right now, take a piece of paper and clearly try to define where you are going in life. Where will you be in 1 year time? Where will you be in the next 3 years? Where will you be in the next 5 years? What do you want to become in the next 10 years? If you don't have it, if you don't do this, if you're incapable of defining this, there is a sense in which it will slow down your ability to look at how your lifestyle impacts for or against what these objectives are. Number two thing that must be clearly defined is, what are the people, what are the things, what are the places that I must get involved with if I must achieve what I want to achieve in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. No, you must be able to look at where you are going objectively and then ask yourself, who are the people that I need? Whether they are mentors, whether they are family, whether they are friends, whether they are lawyers, whether they are doctors, whether they are pastors, whether they are colleagues. You must ask yourself, who are the people I need? Number two, you must ask yourself, what are the things, the resources that I need? Number three, you must ask yourself, where are the places I must associate with? Whether they are clubs, whether they are groups, whether they are institutions, whatever the environment, whether they are churches, whatever that you need. That's number two. Because if you don't attract the right people, the right resources, and the right places, then you can achieve those objectives. So write it down. In this case, let's take your objective, your clearly defined objective, as breaking free from an addiction, whatever that addiction is. Number two, let's take your number 2 point as for attracting the right people, the right places, and the right things as number one, who are the people I need to help me break free? Where are the places I need to be closely associated with to break free? What are the things, the resources? Are they books? Are they videos? Are they whatever resource material that I need? Then the number 3 things that must be clearly defined is, what are the people, the things, and the places I must avoid if I will achieve that objective, whatever the objective is. You must be able to clearly define that, because listen, whatever your goals are in life, people will either help you get to it or make you not to get to it. So you must be decisive about the people to attract and the people to eliminate. Whatever your targets are in life, there are places that will help you achieve it, and there are other places that will destroy you and make it impossible for you to achieve it. You must itemize that. As I'm sharing these thoughts, you must have a piece of paper by your side where you are itemizing these things. Number 3, whatever you want to achieve and become in life, there are things you need to get there, and there are things, if you don't get rid of them, you never can get there. Imagine somebody who wants to break free from addiction that is related to sexual perversion, homosexuality, pornography, masturbation, and the likes. And that person has a friend that does that with him, and you want to keep that friendship. Forget about being free from addiction. Or he has access to the internet and he doesn't submit to an accountability partner. He doesn't submit to a mentor to help you. And then you don't allow that mentor to say, okay, you won't be with your phone for another 6 months if we're going to help you deal with this. And you want to continue having access to your phone. Then I got access to internet and internet-enabled phones. And you want to be able to break free from an addiction. Then you're a joker. There are things you must let go of. There are things you must disconnect yourself from, whether they are videos, whether they are home movies, whether they are whatever, whether they are books, whether they are pornographic books, pornographic videos, or intensely romantic videos and dramas, whatever the things that help to compromise or trigger the tendency in you, you got to pencil them down, because you got to get rid of them. if you're going to break free from addiction. So your non-negotiables, therefore, are that your target must be clearly defined. The people, places, and things you must pursue must be clearly defined. The people, places, and things you must eliminate, get rid of, must be clearly defined. Until you put these three factors in their proper perspective, you can't generate the why, and you can't generate the force that is needed to knock off things, people, and places that you need to knock off to achieve your success. It's not going to be possible. If you don't get your why, even if I teach you how to do, it will make a difference. Why do you want to be free? You can't be in bad company and expect to succeed. As soon as you choose your company, your friendship, whether it is a person, whether it is a place, whether it is a thing, you have made your choice whether to fail or whether to succeed. They are not mutually exclusive. So it is so profoundly important that at the end of this class, sit down, take a piece of paper, and begin to creatively craft your why. What you must do to become all that you can become and to begin to live your best life right now. Thank you for staying true up to the end of Module 2. I believe you got in value, and I believe you are being strategically positioned with a mental shift to confront what you got to confront and take your life to the next level. I'll see you in the next module. Thank you for being here. And by the way, before we go, there are 3 exercises for today's model that you must attend to. Number 1, define your why. Number 2, reinforce your why. And number 3, identify what your non-negotiables are. It's important that you provide the answers to these exercises because they will form the basis for our one-on-one bespoke session today that will position us and prepare us for the next model. Thank you so much.